Hi, I'm Dr. Singhania from Singhania Clinic, and I'm going to talk about stress and how chronic stress in childhood can lead to later disorders. What is stress? This is emotional strain when there's an imbalance in what is demanded and what you feel you can cope. Generally, stress is a normal reaction, and in small amounts, it is essential for learning and living. But when it becomes intense and repetitive, it can become toxic and harmful. And this is particularly so in children because of their vulnerable developing brain. There are three types of stress responses: the positive stress, tolerable stress, and toxic stress. Now, positive stress is what is encountered in a day-to-day life of a child, like going to nursery for the first time or receiving immunization or even not getting what you really want. In presence of a stable and supportive relationship with parents or other caregivers, positive stress response are important because they are growth promoting and they help normal development. Tolerable stress is when there is a major untoward incident in a child's life, like an accident or death of a parent or even divorce. But it is tolerable because the protective adult relationship, which acts as a buffer, it prevents the physiological, or at least reduces the physiological stress response, and it limits the damage it can do to the child, because we know that serious and chronic stress can cause wear and tear of the body, particularly the brain. The most dangerous of stress known is toxic stress. This is when there is a strong or frequent or prolonged activation of the body's stress responses in absence of the buffering protection of a supportive adult relationship. So any kind of stress in early childhood, like maltreatment, neglect, when the mother is depressed, even chronic bullying, chronic learning problems and failure, and it's intense, it's prolonged, and if there is no help from an adult, it can cause damage to the child. So much so that even the structure of the brain and the circuits are disrupted in the brain. These later in life can cause drug and alcohol abuse, can cause major psychiatric problems and other lifelong disorders. It can also impair learning and behavior. So it's important from the point of view of academics. So in a very stressful environment in school, if the teachers use shame and punishment and fear, it can give rise to toxic stress and affect or impair the child's learning. Most kids who are stressed may complain of recurrent tummy aches or headaches. They may have diarrhea or nausea and even vomiting. There was a kid who would, before going to school, would vomit, and for years it would go on. Every morning before getting onto the school bus, he would vomit. Eczema and asthmatic attacks can also occur as a result of chronic stress. Sometimes these children actually hurt themselves or others. They may bang their fists on the wall, they may cut themselves, they may kick or get into fights to overcome the effect of stress. Sometimes they become withdrawn and, like ostriches, refuse to look at the problem and they feel they cannot cope, they cannot overcome this situation which is causing so much stress. Sometimes children become silly, they act restless, they jump around and behave like monkeys when they are excessively stressed. As I said before, ongoing stress can impair children's concentration and learning and thus affect their academic performance. If you're seeking help, please visit our website www.singhaniaclinic.com or call us on the number shown below. Thank you for watching.